Hello, hello, hello. Anybody out there? Is anybody out there? Is anybody out there? Can you hear me? Somebody? Mmm. Oh, yeah. Southern Comfort. Southern Harmony? Yeah. Black Crows. You got it. Yeah. We're checking it out all over again. We own it. And we're checking it out again because it's just, oh, it's dynamite. If you like good music, go and iTunes or Amazon, wherever you need to go, and get some real good music. I suggest the Black Crows. Uh, got all kind of soul. You're in the Red Light Rush with your man, kShaun, memesit.com, and Black Eye IT Productions. Thank you for joining us. Going to get to some weather. First and foremost, it is, we got some rain happening all around us, as usual in Santa Fe, New Mexico. And I have to say, it's been so dry that it looks really, really dusty. It's not as beautiful as it usually is because of just how dry it is. Reminded me of the Dust Bowls that we studied in government classes in college. So I would say that it is a 20% chance of precipitation, allegedly. And the humidity is 47% because the rain is there. It's just not hitting the ground. And when it does, it creates a dust bowl-like atmosphere. And it's not very pretty. Looks awfully nasty. And I haven't said that about my state in quite a while because it's usually beautiful, absolutely beautiful. But there is some of that down in Albuquerque, the big city, as well. But as you can see, it is a cool 47 degrees. The high today is 59 degrees, and the low overnight will be 32, down to freezing. So we're not sure if it'll quite make it there. But Friday, a high of 68, and then Saturday is the real special day, high of 72. And should be looking pretty good, and then we'll cool down a little bit and then heat it back up. But that's as far as we like to go. No one knows where the wind may blow, and that's the truth. So let's get on with the show. Today's traffic is going to be brought to you by, let's see here. Let's see. That's right. Here he is. Rockworks. Joe Gentry would like to counsel you on the property that you may have, and you may want to design some stone masonry. You can give Joe a call at Rockworks, 505-695-5248. Again, that number is 505-695-5248. This is what I know about Joe. Joe talks about what he knows. Joe does what he knows. Joe is a very gentle, thoughtful giant of a man. However, his smile is worth $1 million because it's genuine. And I'm referring you to him because I think that he's a great guy. And that's what we do around here at Memes IT. We support what we like. So perhaps it will stick around. So here we go. Traffic. The reason why we call this the red light rush is because many people believe in their old mental map, in their old paradigm, if you will, that they can go from light to light and catch all the green lights all the way. No, I hate to inform everyone about what is called city planning and control, and that's not going to happen in Santa Fe. Even though we would like to keep the emissions down, it's worth it in the long run to time the lights in such a fashion to keep people safe. It's very fascinating to see this fascinating. But here we go. Looks like another Albuquerque off-ramp, left lane on I-25 northbound Paseo del Norte, as reported by the Department of Transportation. Well, this looks like the same incident from yesterday. I'm not sure. It could be another one. Maybe there's something wrong with the design on that road. But overall, everything looks green in our state, north to south, east to west, and it looks like that it's all green if you're headed in or out of our fair state. A state like no other. Oldest home to the capital is Santa Fe, New Mexico, and Santa Fe is the oldest city in the nation. So that, yeah, that looks like the Department of Transportation or Google didn't take this down, but I'm really surprised. This could be a problem with the signage or whatever down there, where maybe there's another accident in the same exact spot as yesterday. So as we it looks like the usual suspects in the big city as far as traffic is concerned. That's right. And as we move in to our Santa Fe, New Mexico, city different, it looks like all the major routes are green, even over by 599 and where it meets at the back of town, currently is known at the back of town. But that ought to be changing real soon. If you want to, you can take a look at the city plan. You can go down to the city clerk's office, take a look. Looks like there's an accident. Not too surprising because this area is not a usual suspect type of on us. What's this, Siler? As you get, and there's a little roundabout out here, as you get over by Agua Fria, there's a round, it doesn't show it, but there's a roundabout here. And usually everything is all green over here, but it looks like there was a serious collision. Of course, there is nothing that suggests otherwise. And when you get to a roundabout, some people have to yield and some people can go, but I've never seen it all red at this particular roundabout. So something's going on over there. And as we said yesterday, when we said there were police presence, there actually was, and it was no secret. By the time, in hindsight, once the 5 o'clock news came on, we learned all about it. So if you weren't happy with the traffic, you can thank your local law enforcement who joined in a joint effort to in 25 states to try to get rid of synthetic marijuana. In that case, I would call it marijuana because it's not real and it's crap. And it even, they said on the news that even heroin addicts don't say that it's bad, which is, you know, that's putting down a heroin addict if you ask me. But you know, they tried to give it some kind of scale, which we'll talk about a little bit more about that later. Usual suspects at Cerrillos and St. Michael's, as usual at this time. People don't quite know where to go, and we always take that opportunity to tell you or to share with you that most of the time a lot of slowdowns are due to our tourists that spend lots of cash that we need here in our city. So give them a break, if you will. Be courteous and kind to those that put food on your table or help keep the lights on in your city. So, and if you've been keeping up with the news, you know what I mean about cities being in trouble. There's a lot of cities in trouble right now, and they're not. It's not just Detroit, believe it or not. It's not just Detroit. So here we are at the crossroads, and as usual, this is a very long light. But the fact that it is red at the crossroads on Cerrillos at St. Francis right here at this time is no surprise. Usually it's a little bit faster than that. It looks like maybe there's somebody still selling a paper there. I'm not sure what's going on there. But as you go around town, the usual suspects around the plaza, it looks like. A lot of stop signs down at the plaza area. And most of us that live here know that we're going to face this. So other than that, Paseo de Parata looks just about as decent as it could at this hour. And as you round about St. Francis and head past the National Cemetery, and you are headed out of town, it looks like you got a full green light. And usually by the time you get past the National Cemetery, you can start doing about 55 and get on up that big old hill and head towards Tezuki Village, across from the Opera House, and then you'll get to Powake, Buffalo Thunder, the golf course, Toa up there, then you're going to run over past Hernandez, and then you're going to get to the lowrider capital of the world if you're headed north, Española. That's right. Espa, affectionately known as Espa. It looks like you got a green light all the way. So, real happy to say that this morning or this afternoon. Looks like Vegas, you got a clear shot. Usually people do about 90 as they leave Santa Fe on the old Santa Fe Trail. And get on 84 and head on out 25 north. So that is your traffic. And we'd like to thank you. Today is May 8th, 2014, Thursday. Hope your hump day went well. Hope that you made that you slept well after that. You made some endorphins drop. It's important. It's kind of important. But we're going to get on over to some news that we've been trying to get to you for a while now. So we're real happy about it. We want you to know that we're keeping up with it, even if you can't. We think that is real important. But if you want to know how Google plans to provide the world with, how do you say, Wi-Fi? They say free Wi-Fi, you know, right now, I suppose. But there is a huge push. You can check it out at memesit.com when you get some time. Get caught up in either one of our 6 magazines. We have Memes IT down here, which is primarily just for us, but you're welcome to it. We're transparent like that. These are very important stories in technology, and not all of them are fit to be shared throughout the day, because some of them are just so techy and geeky that most people don't really know what that is, or what we're talking about when we begin to try to catch people up on those stories. So we stopped and we just dropped those stories in memesit.com. Okay, and then you got the Morning Hash is where we're at, is one of our main magazines where we share a lot of stories in the morning and throughout the day. And then we have our midday update, our night shift magazine, the Saturday Cyclops, and the Weekender, because we found that lots of times that people will in broadcast and people in other areas of publication will actually take a weekend. We don't blame them for taking a weekend. We don't fault them. And a lot of times they kind of take a weekend and also work on important stories and or go out and physically get interviews and stuff like that. So we kind of understand. But, you know, as far as it's concerning you guys, we want to keep you up to date all the time. That's just the facts. So going to take a look at that in just a little bit. I wanted to show you some of our movie maker that we've been working on up here, and we're trying to show you how easy it is if you ever want to get into it.
Well, thank you for joining. session, session, and it's all about, oh, Lord. Okay, so this was the final cut, and we added music from Google. Musically, it's kind of on time because I can only imagine dancing to something like this. But you were there. If you were there, you saw us edit, and we added all this stuff really quickly. Didn't take as long, as you can tell from the quality. So, and yeah, I believe I showed you the original before. It was just a whole bunch of clips that we turned into this. And, congratulations, here's something you participated in. You like it or hate it, at least you know where how we got to this point. So that was the focus, is how to get to how to edit. And you have an editing program on your computer, and if you've got Windows 7, either Mac or doesn't matter, they usually come with editing software, Ubuntu, Linux, desktops. And you can get Artist X. It's a full suite of production apps and programs. But yeah, so you actually made or helped make this what we have now, and that's kind of important because you saw how easy it was. It didn't take very long to string along these clips, and then I had some music of my own, but I decided to add some Google music or some YouTube music. They're in partnership right now, as you can see, from Twitter, Google, Facebook, YouTube. So everybody's trying to help us. Let's take the opportunity. So we just randomly put together these clips, and it was real easy. Showed you how to move them around, how to add a photo, and this little line right here is we're looking at the video in my account, and we're just going to do a couple of things with this, but not much, since it's asking us if we want to. So how we got here was I like that. So, soft idea. So maybe that's what the guy thought with the position for the first. Long terms, withdraw, that stuff. There's NJ. Rest in peace, Michael Jackson. You know, I don't feel so bad that people are trying to.
Yeah, bring MJ back. So that was some of our editing that we were doing.
Although he's dead, I understand he's gone. I'm not in denial about that. It's just that I miss him. He was great for the music industry.
Yeah, that's part 2 of the Movie Maker, live part 2. And we show you just how easy it is to edit video with one of my silly videos. So I think that you'll get something out of it if you're interested at in learning how to edit your videos. So I have some new stuff uh, that I'm going to be with some squirrels and Kaylee Cat. She's doing a little twerk and shimmy and all that good stuff. So I can't wait to show you. I think you're going to find it very hilarious, uh, to say the least, allegedly. So yeah, that's part two, and we got part one. But we'll get into that tonight, most likely. I also want to do a hardware video this weekend, part two of hardware. I think I've earned some time for myself, and what I want to do with that is show you how to actually recognize the parts of your hardware, so that then perhaps you can upgrade some of them yourself. We're going to show you exactly how to open some machines, and we're planning a trip to Cyber Network, New Mexico in the near future to actually show you some recycling process from actual donation to perhaps when they break down the components and take some components out and sell those. So, if you needed if you needed a DVD drive, we can show you just how easy it is to get a new one, because they're bigger, better, and even we hope to show you also in the future, the very near future, how to put in a new power supply and how easy that is. So I've said it once, and I'll say it again. Plug and play was perhaps one of the best things that ever happened to computers, and it was a long, long standardization process, to say the least. There were chairs thrown by grown-ups. There were threats made. There was significant damage to corporate profits because of attitudes and non-committal to paradigm shifting and understanding environments for what the environments are, over and over and over again, up and down, up and down. But I have to say, the standards got accomplished, and that was really important. So once that happened, every machine, every box that was produced pretty much had the same things in them, and some were better and some were worse. It all depended on where the parts were purchased, and so much more. Just on and on and on. Manufacturers will do whatever, and you would too. If you had a garage and somebody said, okay, yeah, we'll take these, and we need 30 more, you'd probably break your neck to make that happen at the prices that they were getting paid. So business is business, no matter if it's a lemonade stand to Wall Street these days. You have to understand, and this is what the big battle of net neutrality is all about. So yeah, it's fixed. However, it's fixed because of the money is allowed to be in a decision making, and that's the heart of what we are. We're a capitalist country. We believe in profit. However, we also, I think, more importantly, hopefully we can again believe in people. Instead of how much the shares for iPhone or Apple is going for. We have some really great stories that we're working on. We're going to show you some people that actually, beyond the money, helping people at all cost, as if it was, you know, Fawaz, Bill, and and Mr. Apple, rest in peace. At any rate, um, you're going to see that plug and play is just as simple as when you were a kid and you had Legos, for the lack of a better term. Now you're dealing with electricity, so all you bright light guys, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying. If you have you know, if you've grown up in this culture, then you know what I'm talking about. So, you know, at the same time, it's an appliance. It's just a piece of hardware that you know you can have anywhere. Usually they're used in offices and homes. And what's hot now and what's really relevant is home systems. So I would never suggest you take an old computer and try to make that your home network. Although people do it, and you can. If you're married, I'm saving your marriage right now. So don't get it twisted. If you are going to get the proper information, because for the most part, the equipment matters. That's inside the hardware matters. The parts that are in the computer matter. So yes, you could use an old computer for a home network and try to access movies on it, and then you know you get more than two people trying to do the same thing, and your whole system's jammed. So you don't want to do that. The other thing is, if you even got around that, if you were savvy enough to, then you're probably not watching this video. But if you were savvy enough to get around that, then you probably you know, tried to use what once upon a time was high cotton technology. So don't misunderstand what I'm saying. However, there are drives and little servers that you can purchase for are very inexpensive that will move data much more rapidly than your old computer that you used to have at your office or your house. And then on top of it, you got to do all these video upgrades and all that stuff. You can do it. Trust me. If you want to do it, I believe that you should try it and practice with it if you want to, until you actually save up for your home drive network, or you know, that you could take anywhere. And there's new technology out there like the Amazon Fire TV that you can take your entertainment with you, so you can satisfy your wife. Okay, she can put in her account whether it's Hulu or Amazon, you know, or whatever it is, Xbox. I suppose. I'm not sure if I need to. We're going to do a review on that. We're going to go get one and check it out for you. But the technology is changing, and that's great. You know, we don't have to. We can update our mental maps of what technology is and how it can be applied to what's really on the ground. So just know that we're not going to dumb you down, and we're not going to try to push you to the limit. But we intend to, as a mission, drop the veil off of the hardware, because we only see it in these really environments that, you know, they don't resemble the home. They don't exactly look. They look kind of menacing in a way. But we're going to actually, again, we have some videos, but we had a whole bunch more, but we removed them. There was just too many videos to have out there. There were a lot of old videos I didn't like, so, and everyone here agreed, so we got rid of them. But we'll get to that, and you can check out a video, because we're going to do it again. We did part 1. We're going to do part 2, part 2, allegedly. But thanks for tuning it in. Wanted to go over to the morning hash and share with you. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, and it marches on. Yes, yes, yes. Overnight. Overnight. Just overnight. Now, in our saga, it appears, Snapchat's is ghosting you now. There's too much black. It's too hot. Cloak is probably going to try and stand firm on some idea of some old reality that doesn't exist anymore, and they may be penalized. But then again, I love this because we get to see the prosecution, if there is one, or investigations of these type of companies publicly, because we get to see how it is and what, they talk about all kind of things that surround the case, and that's a lot of information about what's real in the real world and what's legal and what's not. So I can't wait to see this. But automatically overnight, and you can check out this story at thewire.com or go on over to memesit.com and hit flip mags and pick the morning hash, and we'll show you this story right here. It's all about Snapchat. If you caught yesterday's show, is now gonna ghost. If you want to use some of the filters, you're gonna have to give up your location now. So, per our long overrated rant about this company and the others allegedly that are really misleading your children, and to believe that communication only works one way, and fortunately, but unfortunately for them, I suppose, it does. It in real life and in cyber, whatever it is, communication, the very definition. So they believe that there's some pixie dust that they can say and do whatever they want in the video, or show whatever they want. They can do whatever they want. They can do whatever they want, right? And then nobody's going to know about it. And I'm telling you that this right here, Nia, that's on the line. All my ninjas out there. Your kid, that's right, that you're responsible for, could land you in the booty house. You need to know. You need to read some of these articles, because you already spent the tax money, right? Right? Am I right? Am I right or am I right? Am I right? You already spent the tax money, right? So how are you gonna get out? Even if it's untrue, even if you're innocent, right? Is that cool enough? Cut and spike. No, ninja, that ain't cool. Really though, you could lose a lot, including one way access to the holy of holies. You know what I'm saying? So, whatever your man kitty, is that I'm not sure. Yeah, we own this music. This is the Black Crows, ninjas. And if you don't know, now you know. Ninjas. Yeah. Come on now. Let it loose now. Uh-huh. Yeah. Alright. Alright. Already. Tesla. They just keep us holding on. They just keep us holding on. We just waiting and waiting and waiting, and everybody's waiting and waiting with bated breath. Where they going? Where they going? This is a history-making event, and I so hope that the right state gets it. You know, for the productions, for the production sake, because if it continues to be this successful, there will be even more opportunity than that. So congratulations to whoever is about to get it. It's all over the wire, and everyone is just woo. Oh man, it's like it's the equivalent of Houston at the Boomtown, baby. So it's like that. Yeah, that's right. And what's even better, there's just going to be a whole lot of real qualified people applying, and that's a first. That will be a first. So check that story, memesIT.com and thebusinessinsider.com. Rob Weil wrote the piece, and I think that you will find it interesting and benefiting. And it's one of those stories that'll bring you right to what's happening right now in technology. So, and that's what it's all about, is just staying abreast. It's not that we have any control over what's happening. We can make some better decisions about what we're doing, though, by knowing just a little bit. And one of the things that makes Flipboard really popular is they allow everybody to participate. So it's an interactive magazine, and to me, it's to quote Big Brother Eli, it is the bee's knees. Okay. Okay, Jules. Don't fucking freaking Jimmy me, Jules. Sorry, Cousin Spike. Allegedly. Yeah, you're gonna love that. Yeah, I would really check that story out. I would. It's really good. Really good. So just like in ABQ, the Bobbies want to do this in a certain way. Engadget has got the scoop on the lapel cam, right? This is what the SWAT team can't seem to get exactly right. Hey, I don't know anything about being a SWAT officer now. I don't know nothing about being a SWAT officer, but let me tell you, it's a good story. And I believe that they're going, in London, I believe that they're going to get it right. That's just my belief. I think that theirs will actually be a model, and it's on the world stage right now. And if you know these Britain cats, it's when they talk about it, it's usually done already. So they probably got it worked out as we speak. To be quite frank, they're just that way. But yeah, that's going to be you're going to get something out of that one. We hope that this type of technology will help us too. And what has been happening, I can tell you, is that somehow, some way, the feed somehow doesn't come through on a lot of important, seemingly important or popular cases. And we hope, we like people that are out there trying to protect us, but and I have no idea what the paperwork's like, I'm really counting on Scotland and in London with those bobbies and who is that department over there to actually get it right as far as the paperwork. Because actually here, I believe it's here. Is it here? You get 4 pages less, or if you tase somebody in your report, you get 8 or 9 pages less. You don't have to do as much paperwork as if you shoot somebody. So a lot of people do get tased. It's just because it's less paperwork. Sad but true. Not much we can do about it there. Uh, to be honest, there's not much we can do about it there. You got to know, and you heard it from your friendly neighborhood ninja, kShaun, that you can afford some of these iPod Touch now. See? Sheesh. A lot cheaper than they ever were. And you should, if you're interested, this is the future. Just a little old tablet. That's all the deal. Shouty. Snapchat secretly bought a company to support its version of FaceTime. Yeah, that's hot stuff. You can come up to date right quick. We talked about this earlier. You can go get your own 3D system, your own printer, uh, for only about $1,300. Check that story out. And they got some kind of deal where you can get it for $1,000 shipped. That's pretty good. So antivirus software is dead, huh? Hey, so ask yourself, do you need antivirus? Has it ever helped? Are you still surfing porn? Then if you don't, the latter, if you don't have a problem with the latter, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You can ride without no antivirus, right? Everyone that is married, if you're going to get a tablet, you can get your tablet right now for a pretty good price, but it looks like you might want to hold on, because Microsoft is going to hold a worldwide event on May 20th about tablet. There's something they want to talk to us about tablet. And I think it's important because I believe that's the future. That's just what nobody's going to I said it before. We've had the last time I actually sold a laptop, it was about the laptop weighed 5.6 pounds. Okay, and that was too heavy. It was I guess maybe if it was a little prettier, it might have sold. But it was a pretty good looking machine, and I remember that was the main objection. So, you know, I just knew then that the tablets, and there was at that time, there was a whole bunch of just really crappy tablets out there. And Microsoft was actually just about to release the Surface Tab. So, can't wait to see what that is all about. And your wife, you could probably sleep very good at night, knowing that she has what she wants, finally. And I can tell you that most people that type do want a keyboard, and the way that it folds up and everything. That's just about what my wife or I can only imagine any wife is probably gonna want. So get ready, fellas. Hold on to your bucks for just a little while longer. So, and that is the Red Light Rush. If you like the show, please let us know. Drop us a line, and we will catch you on the other side.